Welcome back to the Iron Purpose podcast. I'm your guest, Jonas Boelter, Bailey's second brother, and we have another guest, first time appearance, Caleb Anderson.
Welcome.
Hi, take it away, Bailey.
I'm just a cousin. I'm just a cousin. Caleb, welcome to the Iron Purpose podcast. It's kind of cool. I have a former podcast, or a kind of a dormant podcast on my podcast right now. As you two had
this is true. The Dryfire podcast is back.
Yeah. So my first ever podcasting experience actually came from you guys. You had your own little thing. You'd have people on, and you just dry fire away and talk about random stuff, and it was a good time. I was able to come on a couple of times with you guys, and I think we had a good time. And our life, I just got busy, so you had to kind of put a pause on it. What, Jonas?
I said no. It's so fun. I want to get back into it eventually.
I would love to. Yeah, it was such a blast.
Yeah, you guys had a podcast, and you ripped it for a while, and now it's just kind of dormant. Obviously, like I said, life happens, so you get a little busy, but. Maybe, Caleb, just tell a little bit about yourself, and then maybe kind of talk about a little bit about your podcast. I mean, it's still out there for people to listen to, so maybe you can just kind of touch on it and why you wanted to do that and what made you guys kind of do that together.
Yeah. I'm the third oldest cousin in our group of 15, 16, something like that. So. It's a rather large group of kids. I'm an electrician. That's my job. I also have another part-time business that slowly growing, but I'm an electrician. I have two beautiful daughters that are always keeping us on our toes, and life is beautiful right now. Have a lovely wife and kids, and just working and grinding and just continuing through the day. But yeah, back a couple of years ago, we probably had 20 episodes out, didn't we? At least. Maybe more of the Dryfire podcast.
I can remember.
Yep. And we would just sit and maybe the first couple times we came up with a topic and we'd have something, but we'd feel like we would just, after the topic boom, an hour is done. I don't even know what we talked about, just, we would just sit and talk and time would fly by. So we talked about hunting. We talked about sports. We would, pull random topics and do the 10 scariest places in the world, or just random stuff like that. So we had it was all over the place, but mostly just whatever came to mind that day we would just sit and talk about.
It was very much a dry fire.
Yep, exactly.
Dry fire.
Yep.
Hence the name.
So it's been dormant for a couple of years, but I think we still have a couple unreleased, so we never put out because they didn't get edited. But it's still available on Spotify.
Probably.
I'll have to dig through on the old computer and see if I can find them, but love to get it rolling again.
Heck yeah. Looks like Jonas's recording stopped. Did you answer a phone call or something silly?
No, someone's trying to FaceTime me.
Who? Let's call him out right now. Say,
Cameron.
What do you say?
There's Cam. Cameron. Ben, my coworker Ben is in Arizona with his niece, and they FaceTime me.
Aw, that's precious.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
So
I just go.
You just hung up on them. Aww.
Yeah, dude. I'm busy making money here, right? You paid me $500 to be on the show today, so.
Oh yeah.
You're getting paid?
I thought it was $5,000. Yeah.
Wait, you guys get paid? All-time movie.
Oh, it's classic.
I mean, speaking of classic, I know we were just kind of talking a little bit before we hit record about the Vikings. We grew up kind of big Minnesota Vikings football fans, and I think it was in 2010 when we first went to training camp, and one of my buddies was like, "Oh, so you saw Brett Favre?" And I was like, I don't remember seeing him, but I think that last year, he didn't go to training camp or something.
He was notorious for not going to training camps.
Yeah, because I was like,
he's the gunslinger. You didn't need to go.
Yeah, because I was like, I don't think I saw him there, but I was like, I'm trying to remember why we wouldn't have. But I'm pretty sure it was 2010 when we started going to the training camps, and just kind of over the summers get really looking forward to that time where we could go and if anybody's ever been there, you get to watch like joint practices, and so you get to see all the guys out there, all your favorite players out there, and they'd host like autograph days. So we'd always plan around the days that we wanted to get autographs from like our favorite guys, like Jared Allen, obviously Chad Greenaway, like AP. Like we're like trying to schedule. Okay, these are the days we're signing autographs, so let's go. And it was always a fun time. So now every time I go to Mankato, there's like a sense of nostalgia with it. Like, oh man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, for sure. When was the last time Caleb was in Mankato? Breaking Benjamin concert?
The Breaking Benjamin concert. So that would have been like 20. Was that 2018?
2018. Yeah.
Because I know I was married, but I didn't have any kids yet, so it must have been like 2018, early 2019, maybe late 2018. Yeah.
Was it winter or like almost spring?
It was definitely
it doesn't
closer to fallish, I think. Yeah.
We will figure this out.
That was the last time.
Yeah.
But
wait, when was it? No, I'll get a memory. It's like 7 years ago. You guys were at Breaking Benjamin, and then I'll send it to both of you.
Exactly. Yeah. That'll be the way to find it.
No, I remember standing in line for Jonas got pooped on by that bird. We were standing in line all morning. And his jersey, just a big bird,
jersey.
just right on top of his jersey. Standing in line all morning, he just gets pooped on.
That was fun.
Yeah, we stood in a lot of lines.
It was, that 100% stood in lines, and then like I feel like it was fun to like see like our first year we went and like we got like a couple of autographs and here and there. This wasn't like very good for us, but like we started learning, and like the next year, we're like, all right, we got more autographs. We need to go to this spot. All right, everybody's through. We got to go to this spot now.
Yep.
And then you like see them out at lunch or whatever. And then by then you're like, yeah, I got like 60 autographs. Like, I got Teddy Bridgewater. You guys didn't because you guys were gone or whatever. So, like, me and Liz were the only one that got Teddy. I think I was the only one that got Cordero Patterson.
I think it was Christian Ponder that Liz got, because I remember we ran into Teddy on the sidewalk randomly. He was walking back. I have a picture that he signed.
Yeah. Liz did get Ponder. I can't remember.
What a steal.
Looking back, it's like,
yeah. Who was our first autograph? We all got him, and who knows where he's at now in life? But it was
That's a good question.
Tay Biddle.
Yeah, he signed a football for me. Was he the first one?
He was our first autograph.
Dang, I forgot about that name till just now. That football's somewhere around here. It's probably in my garage, actually, in a box. Tay Biddle.
Yeah, I think I got a football mine.
Yeah, when I moved, I put all my Vikings memorabilia, and then I at my mom's house. But it was like I was like looking through all my pictures, like Blair Walsh and Laquan Treadwell, and
because we always
like Donovan McNabb, just all these random people.
Oh yeah, yep, the autograph football. Yep.
I think every year or right around there, I'd get one of these and just try to fill them up as much as I could, and then this would be like for the
little mini helmets.
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
Or get the pack of trading cards every year too. They'd come out with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because then these would be for like the guys that you didn't really know that well, or like you didn't have a specific thing for them to sign.
Yep.
Yeah, I have like 6 hats that are just like pretty much black with Sharpie.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah.
Yeah, then we started getting technical. We'd have like certain pictures, like we're like, oh, this has to get signed with a purple Sharpie or a gold Sharpie, like that type of stuff.
Remember, I had a binder that I was like, oh, here comes Steve Hutchinson. Quick, open the page. Steve Hutchinson, find Steve. Open the thing and rip out the picture and. Yeah, no, I need to go through that.
We'd have cards like of Scott Studwell because he was a trainer or whatever. Funny.
Who was in the parking lot that we
Chuck Foreman.
Chuck Foreman, yeah, where you would set up his stand, yeah.
It's funny, like thinking like my like autograph now, like my actual signature is bits and pieces from Vikings autographs. Like the S and the J, how it is or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's all
seeing how they do it.
Seeing their signatures.
Oh yeah.
Forgery is what you're saying. You have a signature forgery that you put together.
It's just a letter. It's just a letter from their name.
That's funny. Yeah, I would always practice. I'm like, here's my autograph, and throw like my jersey number on there.
Me and Jack just did it the other night. Me and Jack were doing it on these koozies like 2 nights ago.
You slinging them to the crowd as you're driving by. Hey,
Yeah,
quit
that'd be
littering.
worth something.
Yeah. I'm trying to think the Jared Allen one. I don't remember if that was like right away, like our first year, but it was like another year where like once players started to get really popular, like everybody wanted to be there in those days. So it was like a lottery system almost. And I don't know if Jared Allen, if it was a lottery system for Jared or if they only took like the first couple hundred people that were
First
there.
like 200.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our first year, the first year was a raffle ticket, and Dad got AP and gave it to you.
That's
Yep.
right.
And the second year, we were in line because the first year we didn't get many autographs. The second year, I think we were in line for Jared Allen,
Mm-hmm.
and we weren't going to make it.
Like they closed the gate right as it was us. Yeah, and he waved us. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was my favorite player,
Right.
so that was like so crazy to, like, we're like, oh no, we're not gonna be able to do it. They closed the gate, and then he's like, no, wave him through and go up there, and yeah, that was so surreal. Yep, it's very cool.
I think I have. I used to have all
And
my
they're
stuff laying
huge in
around.
real life. They are just massive human beings. Like I remember walking, like Ray Edwards walked by us, and you're like, holy cow, they're just
Yeah.
monstrous people.
There's like
Yeah.
4 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and I think there was the one day we were at the hotel sitting in the lobby, and all of a sudden AP comes walking in, and we're like, holy crap! And he
Yeah.
came on in, and he sat down, and I went over, and I was like, can I shake your hand, please? And he signed some stuff for us. I think, Jonas, didn't you sign like that Polamalu card that you have where you stiff arm and Troy Polamalu?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of with his full autograph, like the all day one. That autograph, a bunch of those cards. But no, he came in when we were watching Shark Week in the lobby. He came in and he was like, "I'll come back later." And we just happened to be in the lobby again after practice. He came in with his family. Yeah, remember he like looked at me. He was like, "Where are you guys from?" Like he was like looking at me, and I went, I was like, "Oh,
Minnesota. We're from Minnesota.
around."
So, with Adam Thielen, obviously he just retired and had a joint press conference with CJ Ham, and he was one of those guys that we were really rooting for because he's the hometown hero kind of guy, and being that we had been to training camp so many years and seen that stadium that he played in college, it's like, okay, this is, as soon as he came on, we're like really rooting for this guy in preseason, and then he started to get pretty good and got that block punt for the touchdown and started to get some really good reps on special teams, but there was a fake punt that he ran for like 40 yards, and he really established himself. And I think, Caleb, you and I were talking about this the other day, like, kind of forgot how good he really was, like how talented he was and how his stats are some of the best in Vikings history, and how he had a couple of records. I think he has an NFL record for the most, was it consecutive 100-yard games to start a season? Or something.
8, I believe.
I think he might have tied Calvin Johnson. I don't know if he beat it, but yeah, I think he tied, if I'm not mistaken. Or did he beat it?
But yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Well, if you tie it, you go above them because you're most.
Yeah.
So technically he has it, but you're sharing it.
NFL record.
Yeah, for a couple of years there, he was one of the top 5 guys in the league, probably, like stats wise and stuff. And yeah, he was just a catch machine.
I mean,
Yeah,
he never really had he always had so many different quarterbacks. Always had a different quarterback. And we're still in that limbo. But
Yep.
The quarterback carousel. He did tie. He has the NFL record for most consecutive 100-yard games, which is 8. And it looks like it's, with Calvin Johnson. But, yeah, I mean, I guess what are your thoughts on his career? And a question that I have is, do you think he tarnished his legacy at all by dipping and going to the Steelers towards the end of the season there for us? I mean, he didn't have a choice when he went to Carolina. I mean, we were all kind of bummed out, I think, when they picked him up. But he had a huge payday, so it's hard not to root for the guy. And I think that might be the answer for the Steelers situation. But Caleb, I guess, as a fan of Adam Thielen, what were your thoughts when he kind of jumped ship and went over there?
I really couldn't blame him. I mean, you saw how our quarterback play was. He wasn't getting any opportunities. Maybe that, obviously he is a little bit older. Maybe that was part of it. But I mean, if the quarterback can't even throw to Justin Jefferson, how are you gonna get reps and catch balls? So I don't really blame him. He wants to, I would want to try to win a championship my last year or two, and maybe he thought the Steelers was the best opportunity, or that maybe that was one of the only ones. But no, I don't blame him at all. I completely get where he's coming from, and just the mess that the Vikings were this year on offense. It is a bummer that he did leave, but yeah, no, I don't blame him at all. And that's just unfortunately how our season went with quarterback play and with the O line and just injuries piled up. I don't blame him one bit.
No.
What are your thoughts, Jonas? Do you agree?
No, I 100% agree. I was like sad about it, but like, yeah, he didn't get much playing time. Like, yeah, they brought him in, hometown guy, give him his chance to play for his team again. The Vikes are good about that. I feel like they're a great organization. But yeah, just he didn't get much playing time, like Caleb said, and you can't even get the ball to Justin Jefferson. So I didn't care. I was like, dude, do it. And I signed him to the Steelers. It was like, hey, good luck.
Right.
Good luck. What do I know?
Yeah.
So I didn't care. I wasn't like torn about it.
Right. Well, if anything, I think it helped me root for a team in the playoffs, knowing that we weren't going to be in there. So I was like, oh, come on, I really want the Steelers to win for him.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
At first, I was really bummed, and I saw a lot of comments on like his retirement speech, like people saying like he's a bum and all this stuff, like he shouldn't be retiring a Viking because of like his decision to leave because he threw a fit that he was being the drama queen, not playing, so he said I'm out of here, and I think that was a big misunderstanding on the fans' part because you can't blame the guy for being competitive, and people do all kinds of stuff. Like, even like JJ McCarthy, like, people will sit on the couch and talk about how trash he is, and it's like, dude, he's playing in the NFL. Like, at least let him have that credit, So, like, as Vikings fans, to be upset that Adam Thielen left to chase something that's like, just playing time is what he wanted, and he wasn't getting that with the Vikings. They had him benched. Like, they had other guys starting over him, which makes sense. I mean, he's a very talented player, but at the same time, when you got up-and-comers who are maybe a little more in their prime than he was, it's just like, okay, well, I mean, what are you going to do? And I think people get so wrapped up in it, and so they start saying, like, hurtful things, like, oh, you should yada, 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 all this awful stuff to this guy who gave his heart and soul to the organization for so long. It's like, why can't we just give him his flowers where they're due and let him try to sail off into the sunset and root for the guy, regardless?
100%.
Yeah, I hate that. They're like, that's just like fake fans. And they're calling him a bum. It's like, no, he was a walk-on, but he went to Mankato, dusted at Mankato, was very good. But then he wasn't invited to any combines or anything, so he just like, I can't remember how it went. Maybe the Vikes reached out to him, I think it was.
He had to pay his way, I heard. He had to pay like $400 for a tryout just to have a tryout. Like, he had to try out for a tryout, and then ended up making the practice squad.
Grinds, gets on the practice squad, grinds, get on special teams. No, there's nothing bomb about that or his career. So that's my personal opinion. But
do you think those fans had a bad taste in their mouth just from history with some wide receivers who turned into divas? I mean, we had Randy Moss who came back, and everybody's like, oh, he's back, and like that. I kind of got that similar vibe when Thielen came back, like, he's back, and then all of a sudden Brad Shoulders just released Moss for whatever reason. I don't know if he was being a drama queen then or whatever. So it's just kind of like, okay, well, that kind of sucked. And then we think of like the Percy Harvin who wanted more money. He was more, at least I think that's what his situation was. But awesome player, and then just kind of turned into a diva. So we got rid of him. And
Diggs,
another one wanting more money, and then it's like, come on, okay, get out of here. Maybe that bad taste in their mouth, and Thielen's like, I want out of here. It's like, oh, he's just like the rest of them. Like, just clumped them all together, and I don't know. Could be that. I've seen people try to like start to do that stuff with Justin Jefferson too, saying like, oh, he's gonna leave. Here we go again. But it's like, maybe he's not, and I haven't seen him. I mean, he's been a solid leader. It's really cool to watch him and how bad last season was. How he still supports like McCarthy and stuff.
Yep.
It's cool to see.
That's Minnesota sports are on the uprise. Like the Wilder, they did just get rinsed by the Blackhawks the other night. But we got a lot of like cool young talent that like want to stay, like Kaprizov, Boldy, Faber, Erickson Act. Like they all want to like be there. And then you think about the T-Wolves, Anthony Edwards, one of the best in the league. He's like, I want to stay in here unless I get a ring. Then I'm going to try to go to the NFL. So like you see that, like, and then Justin Jefferson, you have all these guys at the top of one of the best of their league saying like, oh, I want to stay here. I think that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think so too.
I don't know where I was going with that.
That's a good point. I mean,
That was a nice couple of
you hope they do
statements, though.
stick around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Minnesota sports, baby.
It was going. We like sports. We don't care who knows.
That's what it was, basically.
Yeah, Lonely Island.
Oh, funny. So, speaking of quarterback play, Caleb, what do you think is going to happen with this season with our quarterbacks? And are you happy about the Kyler Murray situation, or did you wish we would have tried to get somebody else, or what are your thoughts?
So I saw that we just re-signed Carson Wentz to another 1-year deal, I think. So he's probably going to be the second or third stringer, depending on what they do with McCarthy. I've heard so many things from we're going to trade McCarthy on draft day, or we're going to just give him more time and Kyler's going to be the day one starter. So I don't necessarily want to give up on JJ yet. I feel like he just needs more time. But the other issue is we're pretty much in a win now mode, and we don't have too many years left of these players that are in their prime that are either going to get too expensive for us and they're going to have to leave, or just the situation like that. So we're kind of in a win now mode. So we don't really have time to develop a quarterback and go through another season like we did last year, because then people will probably start leaving. So if Kyler stays healthy, he hasn't really played on or had a Justin Jefferson, or had the weapons that we have. So I feel like it's going to be a good thing. It's still a little weird and new at the moment, but I don't think it's, he's been in the league for 5 or 6 years. He knows what he's doing. He's a vet. So I think he'll still be a good presence for McCarthy. Either it'll be really good competition and it'll kick McCarthy in gear, and maybe that's what he needs to set it off, or Kyler will come and flat out beat him in camp and he'll just have a couple years to learn under him. So I don't think it's a bad move by any means. We get a little bit of insurance, maybe a day one starter if he beats out McCarthy, or that sets the fire under McCarthy and he's ready to go, week one and prove that he is our quarterback for the future. So I think it's a win-win right now. We'll see if everyone stays healthy though.
Right. And I think this is different from what we've done in the past, like a Donovan McNabb signing, or a Brett Favre signing, or shoot, who else? Like Cousins, I guess. Cousins was a little bit younger than
Keenum.
Yeah, but I don't think really Keenum came in to take over. I think he was more of a backup, and then just ended up because Teddy was
Sam
hurt,
Bradford.
and I think Bradford was a starter. Yeah,
Josh Freeman.
There you go. Yeah, that's another one. Good pull. Yeah, he's another guy.
I
we
forgot
brought
about that. Yeah,
I kind of feel bad for him.
Yeah, I feel like all those
too.
situations. Yeah, they were kind of they already hit their prime, and they were just a cheap option to try to give us a push.
Matt Castle.
But
Oh yeah, right.
Matt Castle, I forgot about him. He was good. We had kind of a good run with him, though, didn't we?
Yeah, he had a couple good games. Yeah.
Got a bunch of autographs from him.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think I have a card of him too.
I think the only thing that scares me about the Kyler Murray thing is while he was with Arizona, there was always these rumors he's a bad teammate, he's a bad team guy, kind of a diva, kind of just sucks to be around. So I'm hoping it's not a Jimmy Butler situation. We pay him all this money and then he's just I want to leave. You guys need to get rid of me.
Well, the cool thing is though we got him for $1 million.
The league minimum,
yeah. It's pretty low risk, which is nice. If we would have signed him for $40 million and then
different story,
complete
different story. Yeah,
I did forget about that. We got him for pocket sand. So yeah, okay. There's no issues here.
Well, it's still a similar analogy though, because we don't want to bring somebody on to be a veteran and help the team when he's just a drama queen and causes issues.
Yeah, and then gets in Jefferson's head or JJ's head or whoever's head, and oh, maybe I should leave, go chase a bag.
Yeah, and that's the thing I like about McCarthy is I see him as a leader, a natural leader, and I naturally want to root for the underdog. So I would love for him to be a starter for us, and and if it is waiting a couple seasons, like a Jordan Love or even an Aaron Rodgers situation where you're sitting behind the starter for a while and learning the process, learning the game. getting your feet wet, and then coming in after we get rid of that guy as a starter that can come in. But I really like the way McCarthy provides that positive push and that motivation for the team, and wants to be a team player and help out everybody. And at first, I kind of thought, I guess my perspective is kind of similar with Murray, and maybe I just don't know him a whole lot or haven't looked into his story a whole lot. But he just kind of seems like a bum, like he doesn't really care a whole lot. He just wants to. He just seems frustrated, and maybe he did work, with being with the Cardinals and not being awfully successful. I mean, because he had DeAndre Hopkins, but I don't think they were able to make much of a run even with him. But
no.
So I would like to see McCarthy end up. It'd be really cool. Like either way, if one of them gets the starting position, it's because they're the better player and they're the best version of themselves for rest of the time. So like. If we get Murray, it's like, okay, well, then that's obviously the choice. And if it's McCarthy, it's like, all right, well, let's go. I mean, at the end of the last season, we won out, and I think he played really well compared to how he started.
He did.
So,
yeah,
it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, we just have to remember he played one game, or not even a game. He played a preseason game and then got hurt, so he was barely, he has no experience under his belt really. So I just think he needs some time. Because he was playing pretty well the last couple games of the season.
And I think it's a college issue, because he wasn't a senior. Like he didn't do full time, did he, in college?
I think so.
And that's like with the whole NIL deals and stuff. Everybody's jumping around in the portal and whatnot, and people you just want to chip with Michigan. So he's like, oh yeah, well, team's gonna pick me up. I'm gonna go do that. But then you could have had 2 more years in college. Whatever I don't know when he declared for the draft. But you're not seeing guys stay in like for the full time anymore. And then they're coming young, and then like our situation, we pick him up. I'm like, oh, he's gonna start. He's gonna be our starter. You just want to chip. They went undefeated. You hurt, and then you have a year off of just chilling. Obviously, you're still watching film and whatnot, but I think it's a college issue of why you're seeing a lot of young quarterbacks not do well in the league.
Well, I think it's also a gamble because, say, he does stick with Michigan for another year and then blows out his knee, and then people don't want him because he's injury prone, or they're like, And I feel like it's definitely a gamble. You got to think personally. You have to know if you're ready or not, and maybe some of those guys are just excited to be in the NFL. I mean, who's to say I wouldn't do that if I was in their shoes?
100%. Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
And you look back at it, like LeBron went from high school, didn't even go to college, just went to high school. I think Kobe did too. I don't know did Kobe play college ball?
I don't think so.
I
don't remember. But yeah, you see these. It happens. You can see one of the greatest players of all time. Do I like him? No, not really. But you got to give credit where credit's due. He did kill it. But yeah, you could have been in a LeBron situation where he comes out and just lights it up. So you're right. It is a gamble.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of quarterbacks and the greatest of all time, did you see? I saw videos of Tom Brady. He's 48 and he was throwing for I think they're doing a flag football game tomorrow night. And he was just dropping dimes to everybody. It's just like, golly, that guy's so good. Like,
he is.
He'd be fun to talk to. Just his mentality and his he's a beast. It'd be fun to catch some passes from him.
Oh, it'd be so cool.
I saw. I don't know. I can't remember what quarterback it was, but I saw it on TikTok. It was some like UPS guy. He's like, "Wait, aren't you like this quarterback?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Give me it full speed." He just whips it at him.
I think I saw that too. I don't remember who it was.
I don't remember who it was. It's funny though, yeah. Like they talk about like Brett Favre slinging the ball, like had have to ice their hands after or whatever,
breaking fingers.
You just whip it in there.
Yeah, it'd be fun to go to a training camp again, like even this summer, to see if there's a time we could go. I know that autograph zones aren't open for people that are our age unless we faked it, or maybe we brought. Maybe I don't know if they'd believe it.
I'll bring Livy
to get an autograph. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the new facility is definitely not set up like. Obviously, it's a multi-million-dollar facility and it's cool and it's great for the players, but it's definitely not what it used to be. We haven't been yet, but I'm just looking at videos and pictures.
Not as accessible for the fans.
Cool. Yeah, we probably go there and be like, "Oh, this is cool." Like, all right, well, now what?
No.
Well, if you think about it, like the security there, like when it was at Mankato, like those people crossing the street, like anybody could have walked up off the street and try to, rush them.
Oh, yeah.
Like we could have run up and give one of them a hug if we wanted to. Like
they could have, someone could have ran them over with a car.
Right. So yeah, God forbid something actually bad happened. I'm sure that's probably another reason, but player safety but they just walk across the street. They always did that. You got to sit. It was like 20 yards away from them, depending on how close to the fence you got.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jonas, you were a little bit smaller, so you were able to just weasel your way through the crowd, and you'd come up. Yeah. You'd be like, "Hey, please go over there." We'd give you our stuff, and you'd go jump into the crowd and come out. I got it.
I don't wanna like toot my own horn, but I was good. I was good at it. I had a generational run there.
Yeah, you did.
You might have peaked. You might have peaked at 8 years old getting autographs.
Probably. Somewhere in that time period.
I think this is the hat that AP signed when we were in that lobby. This did it as full signature.
Yeah, I think that. Where is that?
You got Chad, Brian Robinson, 81. I don't know if that would have been Shanko or Jerome Simpson.
I guess it depends on what year it was.
17. This might have been Jarius Wright, and then I think Leslie Frazier right here on the.
Oh, sweet.
I think this is the only memorabilia that I have in the house.
Yeah, all my stuff's in my garage.
Rookie card.
Ooh, yeah.
Percy Harvin rookie card. Chad Greenway rookie card. AP. Stiff arming Troy Polamalu. Harrison Smith.
Nice.
Ooh.
Steve Hutchinson. Chad.
Legend.
Christian Ponder. More Chad. Kyle Rudolph rookie card.
Dang. That's a good bag there.
I was just talking to Cody. That is a good bag. I was just talking to Cody the other day. I got to get a frame like that for some of mine because I was going through my cards and I found my Chad collection. These are ones that I wanted him to sign in training camp. We just weren't able to do it. But this is when he came to Grandview that one day, and he was selling his drinks, but they were like jersey cards. So I was like, I gotta get you to sign these. The 52 with the jersey, and then all these other ones are from training camp. Some training camp.
Sponsored by Grey Duck Vodka. No, College. I didn't buy those bowls to drink them. It was for 4th of July. And then I got there, and they go, "We got vodka." And I was like, "Dude, come on."
Oh.
We made that huge, that 5-gallon Culligan jug.
Yeah.
Yeah, twisted tea, and it takes 2 whole bottles of vodka. But
sheesh.
So now I just have a bunch of clear alcohol.
Do you even have a liver anymore?
That was gross. I thought you don't have 2 livers like kidneys.
Wait, I thought you had a third.
Yeah. No, I just like my ciders. My ciders now.
Mm-hmm. Just a chill dude.
Just a chill guy, dude.
No, it'd be fun to go back to training camp and kind of reminisce. It'd definitely be different. I think the last year we went, it was just me and you, and I think we sleep in my car. No, we were to Chuck's.
Yeah, we stayed at Chuck's the last year.
Mm-hmm.
Played GTA. He's like, you guys gonna stay in the same room? I'm like, yep.
Same bed even? Yeah, probably.
That's funny because me and Bird stayed in that room when we went to Kip last year.
Oh, funny.
He was like, me and Bailey were in here last year. Me and Caleb.
Oh, yeah.
God, that opens up just a can of like memories.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. And it all started like football. I think in 2009 was when I really started watching. That was the year when Brett Favre came. I remember I was doing homework downstairs in the basement, and I was watching. I just turned on TV, and I was like, "Oh, football's on," and I hadn't really cared about it that much up till that point. And I started watching Matt Stafford sling it, and I'm like, "Oh, I like this. There's like a process to this. It's not just a bunch of guys tackling each other, even though that's kind of cool. I mean, I pretty much watch that now. It's just 2 guys tackling each other, basically UFC. But I was like, this is really interesting. And then we were going to Grandma's that night for the Vikings-Packers game. It was the first time Brett Favre played against the Packers. And I think it was a Monday or Sunday night game. Must have been Sunday night. And from then on, I was hooked. And watching, how that season ended, I was like, I want a championship so bad after watching us fail in the NFC Championship game. And so from then on, I just became pretty much obsessed with Vikings football and football itself. Like then we start going outside at grandma's and having little mini games and throwing the ball around. And I think we got pretty decent for what we were doing. Then if there was such thing as a backyard football championship, I think we'd do pretty decent. But
absolutely.
I think I was talking to Jack in the living room the other day. I was like, dude, like back in the day when we were playing all the time, it's like I could catch a ball. Like with one hand, like I could catch a ball. Like, dude, I wish I could play the high school football. Like we could catch, I could run routes and stuff. So we never got that opportunity, which sucks. But
it's crazy how much we actually loved a sport that we never technically played. I mean, Caleb, you and I played flag football at Pensacola, and that was is probably as close as we ever got to competitive football. But
you almost played for like the Lumberjacks or whatever they were called.
No, it was the I think it was like the Central Lake Serpents or something.
Exactly.
I did tryouts and everything, and I was gonna be quarterback, but then I got on the boat and water, and I was like, I don't want to get tackled and get hurt.
Yeah,
for no reason.
I was 17. I was 17. They wouldn't let me on the team.
You had to be 18. Well, then we had one of the workout sessions or training sessions at this gym in Pequot, and we were doing plays and running plays, and I'm throwing it, and nobody's catching anything, and I was like, hey, Coach,
I was snapping it to you.
Oh, yeah, and I was like, hey, can he do a route? And he's like, sure. So then you do one, and I throw it up, and you're like, go up with it, come down. He's like,
No, I jumped. Oh, it was thrown short, and I jumped over him and caught it.
Yeah, you pretty much
and I went around him. Yeah.
Way to throw me under the bus.
Sorry, dude. I'm trying to get a contract. What do you mean?
Dude, I think we're
maybe
past
I didn't snap back on my route. That could have been my fault. That's my fault.
I've always wanted the Brainerd Lakes area to have a flag football league.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Like our kickball league?
I think it's something that's doable. I don't know if they've tried to do it in the past or what, but I'd be all over that.
I think you need to make your debut on the kickball field this year.
It'd be fun. Yeah. I just go to bed so early.
Dude, I'm getting a championship. I will die before it's not happening. I'm getting one.
It's funny that came up because your Snap story is like championship season loading. If you know, you know, and it's you driving by those fields.
Yeah, we started driving by it, and Jack goes, ooh. I was like, dude, don't even. And then last night, I was at ninth, and Jared and Tim were standing there, and we were talking about kickball and whatnot. I was like, dude, we're getting a championship this year. We have to. And I was like, I'm in charge of the team this year. And they're like, really? I was like, yeah, you guys are safe as of right now.
We might be doing some cuts.
Yeah, we're gonna be trimming some fat.
It's so much fun to play on like organized competitive something, even if it is something as silly and simple as kickball. And I think that all started from being competitive and playing ball in the backyard, because we'd figure out like there would be like a patch of woods, and as long as there weren't a million branches in the way, we could play football on it, like sidewalks, like freaking everywhere we went. Yeah. Yes. For sure we played on
old house, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we were barefoot.
My feet were chewed up. Oh yeah. Running on the asphalt. Just why, I don't know. We probably had shoes inside.
Right. Not as fun. Yeah.
It's funny because when we got to be married early tonight, and I was like, what time are we supposed to be here? And Jack's like 5:15. I was like, dude, do you have a ball? I was like, I'll throw a ball right now if you want to throw a football. I don't have one. I was like, dude, come on, it's nice out. Like, I kind of want to sling the skin. I'll sling the pig skin. And after 2 throws, I'm like, all right.
Got to warm up.
Did you have one or no? Yeah,
stretch. No, we didn't have one.
Oh.
But even like last year, like kickball was coming around, and I would like text the guys like, "Yo, who wants to go have a frolic on the pitch? Go kick a ball around." I'll do it. I'm like, yes. Just go kick a soccer ball around.
There's something so beautiful and peaceful about a bunch of dudes and a ball of some sort. Yeah, typically at football, but yeah,
football, soccer, yeah, everything. Basketball. I want to start playing basketball again.
Basketball's fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Could be neat.
I played with you. I don't think I ever got to play with Caleb in basketball. You might have been. I was probably too
No.
young.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And I don't think I played soccer with you either. No, because I made this. I made the team Bailey's senior year.
Yeah, you and
Soccer.
Moody. Yeah, you and Tim were the. I think you were seventh graders, and you came up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good times.
Yep.
It's fun to reminisce and think. It's crazy to think. Like when I just turned 30 the other day, and I know Caleb, you're 30, almost 31, and Jonas, you just turned what, 25?
25, yeah.
Yeah. So when you think about like the past and growing up and getting lost in the woods and like running around at grandma and grandpa's house, just imagining and using your mind to play and stuff, it's crazy. I think it's something that we took for granted because nowadays I don't see a lot of kids doing that, unfortunately. So it's like something
No.
I want to try to do. And Caden, he watches TV every now and then. We'll put a show on for him, but it's like I really want to stress like getting outside and using your imagination. You know, like go run around on the street barefoot with a football. Like go do stuff like that. It's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
think it's
come back
something
with
that's rare.
stuffed up knees.
yeah, right. yeah.
Yeah, it is
Yeah, it's like
technology. It is sad. Yeah, everybody's on their phone nowadays, and yeah, the kids don't know how to play anymore. It seems so. Yeah, we really. Yeah, the girls can earn TV time, or they'll play Minecraft or something at night. But we definitely are. Yeah, trying to stress. Go play outside. Go do whatever you want. Go have fun. Just learn to think and learn to imagine and create. Because yeah, we would play the anything game where we would pick whoever we wanted to be, and we'd run around outside and battle each other and fight and go jump in the sand pit and
Just
get
beat
covered
the
in
crap out
sand
of
and
each other. Yeah.
just come back all muddy and like I don't remember our parents ever getting like mad at us for coming back filthy and dirty, but like I feel like nowadays if you came back, these kids get in trouble from like we had so much fun. Like we would just leave and come back for supper and then leave again and then come back when it's dark, and then we'd go home and
right.
Yeah, I remember one time, I don't know why I was in trouble. I can't remember. But I remember Dad going like, "Oh yeah, Jonas, like you're not gonna be able to go outside and play football." I was like, "You're gonna stop me from going outside?" I'm like, that's so messed up.
I remember.
Yeah, I guess I'll just go downstairs and play Xbox. All right.
I remember that. Now that you say that, like, what kind of okay?
Yeah, like he's probably like, yeah, that's stupid. But I just like snap back, like, you can't stop me from going outside.
oh man.
Oh, that's funny. Well, it's the truth. I mean, when you're gonna be grounded from going outside, like that just tells how differently the generations are. And I think it's an encouragement or like a challenge for us too, because I was talking to some guys a couple episodes ago about how they raise their kids and how like what some tips they have for raising kids in the world today. And one of the guys just pretty much said, I just live it out, just be the example. Like he talked about like getting in his Bible and being the example, setting the tone, so that when his kids try to focus on their faith, or when they're trying to look at which path to go on, they can see their dad and see Christ and his faith through him. So like for us, like raising kids, like it's a good example and a good reminder for me, like to not be on my phone a bunch around Caden, or not always be on the TV, or ignoring him or ignoring Courtney by being on my phone or whatever, because he's gonna see that and think, oh, this is okay, this is acceptable behavior, and grow up around it. And I think even the parents too nowadays, like, we'll just be on our phones to take a break, or we don't want to have to deal with the busyness of the day or what's going on, so we just say, okay, here's an iPad or whatever, and go play. Just leave me alone. Like, there's not intentionality with spending time with those kids. And maybe it's just, I can't think of a bunch of specific examples, but when you think of all these kids that are either being bullies online or being bullied online or watching a bunch of stuff that they shouldn't be watching, and it's like, where does that start from? And maybe we can set the tone and be that example to prevent that from happening with our own kiddos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's easier said than
100%.
done.
Do you think like obviously like the Anderson side, how we're all related, is so tight knit and so family oriented, like birthday parties and whatnot. Do you think like we'll see like our kids like play football someday? Like we'll be like sitting there and like one of them will be like, yo, like you want to go have a halftime game before the second half starts? And I think that would be like a full circle moment. You're just like, this is us. But then they're like Uncle Caleb, come be all-time quarterback. You're like Lynn
Yeah.
is for us.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, that would be
that would
it.
be cool. That's like
Yep.
I just need to have kids. I don't want to look forward to that stuff. Get out of the game.
You'll get there, yeah, one step at a time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun. That time Lynn was all-time QB. I think it was like Thanksgiving or something. He was out there throwing it for us, and I think he dove at one point. He's like, "Oh, I can't be doing that anymore." And he just...
Yeah, that was fun.
That's funny. Yeah, that was at grandma's. But we played. I don't know what holiday it was, but we played for a little bit at mom's last year. I think that was the only time we played last year.
Did we actually play a game, or did you just throw it around? I think we were watching a Vikings game, and we went outside.
Yeah, I
We
think
might
it was
have
just
just
like,
thrown it around, but
that was
Yeah,
that's probably
it's
the first time that we've slang the ball in a while, though.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Probably the last time for me. It's been a long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good stuff. Good reminiscing.
Yeah.
And I think just one more thing, before we wrap it up, but like hunting. Like another thing I think about when I think of our family and like the roots of it and like those memories is like going up to Reamer and hunting and going up there with our dads and uncles and Grandpa Bob and Grandpa Virgil and everybody that went up there. Like that instilled so much, I think, camaraderie for me. Like I've talked about this before, how much I really enjoy camaraderie, and like I think that really like those moments are really what brought that out in me. Like, oh, I really enjoy this. I love being with a group of people and experiencing life together, like getting up there to get lost in the woods and enjoy those moments with each other. And like there was times, and like I said, you practically lived at our house for a couple weeks, like in the fall time when we go hunting or we go to Grandview and try to shoot some deer back there in the woods, and then come back home and watch Survivor. Like we had pretty much a routine that we did back in the day, and that all kind of stemmed from hunting as well.
Yep.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
some of the best times were just. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, how many arrows did we sling in your backyard? And yeah, I mean, that was one of my favorite things. Looking forward to going out there, and we hop on your deck and set up, the block and the deer, and have little competitions and shoot. I remember we split a couple arrows on accident, and thought we were Robin Hood, and just we shot so many arrows. I lost so many arrows in that backyard too. Yeah, it was a blast.
Oh, there's definitely still arrows there. Like the new owner is gonna like.
Oh yeah.
What is this?
That must have been from way back when.
Yeah.
Like 10 years ago.
Someone think there was a great battle here.
Many lives lost.
We need to kill some deer this year with the bows. I got one last year, but
Didn't
even touch my bow
Did you
last
get one, or was
year.
it the year before?
I rifle. I shot one with a rifle, but I didn't touch my bow at all. Yeah. Nope.
did we bow hunt all together last year?
Mm-mm.
I didn't go out at all.
2 years ago, me and you
Last
did.
year was a punt
Jonas
for
at
me.
your grandpa's.
Yeah, did we get one? I think we only got. I don't think we did.
I think we got skunked. It was the year before is when we shot that. Or I think we shot together, but you missed, and then I hit that little buck or that doe. I think that was like 3 years ago. And then the year before that is when we both just hammered that doe and dropped it. Yeah, and
took 3 steps.
that was like the most
Every
perfect
time that popped up on my
shot.
Snapchat, I sent it to you.
Yeah. Oh, it was just beautiful.
Bosted that.
Yep, didn't stand a
Me and Bird
chance.
tried doing that again. Me and Bird tried doing that again 2 years ago, and he missed, but I just lit that thing up. It didn't go 20. It was.
Yeah.
It didn't go 20.
Is he down? Is he down?
Hunter, is he down? Hunter. Yeah. I think we cannot overlook summer. Stop talking about fall. I'm enjoying my summer.
Yep.
This winter was brutal, and I hated every second of it. It's summertime.
Yeah, I am completely ready for it to be over. But it's
Now that
only
it's
March.
70, it's gonna be 70 tomorrow. Yeah, it's only March. Yeah.
Yeah, we
no,
can't.
we're
It's
definitely
gonna freaking snow in 2 weeks. It's March still.
I'm gonna jump so far.
What, through the screen?
Maybe.
Yeah, I guess
We'll
time will
see.
tell. But yeah, I think this summer, I think it'd be fun to get together, shoot the bows, and kind of recreate some of those memories from our childhood. Maybe get the crew together and sling the ball
Yep.
around, a little 2-hand touch. Nothing too crazy because we have lives and
Yep.
Yeah.
things we got to do.
Go up to Reamer for a day, just hang out.
I would love to do that. Especially, I think we should do that before it gets too hot and all the bugs come out.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a ripe time, like before bugs, but after mud.
Before
Yep.
bugs, after mud.
Well, yeah, because it gets so bad, like how in the spring it's so muddy.
Yeah.
Or not that it's a problem, but it's like, yeah, we get stuck, we can get out, but it'd be nice just to be able to go grab it in. I haven't been in there like 7 years. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
They're with you. I haven't been there in a minute either.
The last, it's probably 5 years ago, maybe. I think. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think I could still like football. It'd be fun to play again get the group together. So I think I could still do it. My speed's probably not where it used to be, but I could still hang with them. Like I felt really, I felt younger and still felt like I was the man the other day. I beat my 19-year-old coworker in a push-up contest the other day. So I felt pretty good about that. I destroyed him by almost 15 push-ups. So I was like, okay, I still got it. He's 19, I'm 30. I just whooped his butt. And he works out a lot too.
Did you guys go at the same time?
We did. We just went until the first person drops. Yeah. So I felt good.
And then
so
you just
I
kept going
I
just to
could
rub it
still.
in his face. I love that.
Oh yeah. He got 30.
that.
I think I got 46.
Nice. And he's like, oh man, I lost. You're still pumping him out. I love seeing that defeat in people's eyes. That brings joy to my life.
And I was like, I even did chest today, and I'm still going. I did chest in the morning. Yeah.
As he's sitting there whining, you're like, hey, hop on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot that we used to play like full on tackle, no pads. We would just like light each other up.
We used to.
I
Yeah.
forgot we did. I'm surprised none of us like broke things or
Yeah.
severe injuries.
I don't understand. With all the stuff that we did growing up, I'm surprised none of us got hurt. More than we actually did.
I haven't even broken a bone.
I think I broke playing football. I remember playing football at Caleb's house when we were on the road there. I think he threw one and I came running up to get it or something, and it bounced off the ground first and up into my pinky, or no, I think it was my ring finger actually, maybe my right hand, like chipped the bone. But other than that,
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, I don't think I got any crazy. Maybe got some toes stepped on, stuff like that. That's about it. Maybe a broken toe or that, but nothing crazy.
It was like playing college ball or playing when we were in Pensacola. We'd get like 50 guys would come out and they do like shirts and skins, and you do like a what do you call it when you pick. Not a draft. You just pick teams, yeah. You pretty much just two captains and you pick teams is what it was. And then we played tackle ball. That was crazy.
Those Friday nights were fun. Oh yeah, we would laid out a couple people. I remember we got picked last, the first time we were there, and then we showed everybody how we played, and they're like, okay, now we're getting picked first and stuff next time, and I think that was a lot of fun. I look forward to Friday nights. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That feeling is a good feeling. You're like, oh, you're last. Like, oh, now you're going to die.
Yep.
I'm going to show you.
Yeah. They'll find out. They'll find out.
And that's just the competitive nature. Yeah.
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 Well, cool guys. We're right around that hour mark, so I think we'll wrap it up. But I kind of wanted to just have you both on just to kind of talk about the Thielen situation and a little bit about the Vikings and reminiscing about football and kind of growing up and hunting and some of the mischief that we got into. But I think for sure we could do another episode in the near future and kind of dive into detail about some more stuff. And Caleb, maybe share your story a little bit too, and kind of get the Dryfire podcast back up and running.
Let's do it.
Get you guys going again.
Sick.
Yeah.
But, so sick.
Heck yeah. Well, I appreciate both of your time, and like I said, we'll do it again sometime. But
absolutely.
All right. Well, cool. All right. This is the Iron Purpose. Take it away, Jonas.
I was going to do it. This is the Iron Purpose podcast. Thank you, Bailey, for hosting us, and Caleb for hopping on. And stay sharp, everybody.